friends, Rebecca here, your friendly neighborhood dragon librarian, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about a very, very special book. So it is a book that I have been eagerly anticipating for months now, as soon as I had found out about it, and I've read it. It was just as amazing as I thought and expected it to be. It totally met my expectations, and I am just really hyped to share it with you today. And that book is The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark. Now, just a couple things about this whole thing. Okay, so you're like, I don't know who this is. I've never heard of them. But you have heard of them, because this is actually a pen name of two other authors, or two other people that were writing together. One is an author and one was a screenwriter. And the authors are Kat Clark and V.E. Schwab. Now, Kat Clark is a friend of V.E. Schwab and also a filmmaker, director, screenwriter. So she's a screenwriter, and V.E. Schwab is one of my hands-down top 5 favorite authors of all time. So every time she has a book coming out, I am always just really, really, really excited. So this book was announced, and then when it was, released that it was, oh, this is actually like a pen name of this author that you really love, my head almost exploded, but, totally in a good way, of course. Because I don't know about you, but some of the most beautiful things, I think, to look forward to are books coming out by authors that you just really love and cherish. I love in the beginning of the year writing it all out, like, okay, this month this book is coming out from this author, and I think this year, actually, every single one of my favorite authors, like top 5, top 6 favorite authors, have at least one book coming out, and that is just amazing. Like, I can't even put that into words how amazing that is. So anyway, this was a little bit of a departure from V.E. Schwab's previous books. She writes a lot of fantasy, a lot of dark fantasy, stuff like that. And this is a thriller, a mystery thriller. So I was really, really excited to jump into it. Was I scared that it wasn't going to live up to my expectations? No, because V.E. Schwab has never let me down before, and I know she's never going to let me down. And she didn't. I loved this book. And I loved it for a few different reasons. So first and foremost, I love a good thriller. I am a thriller girl. Especially in the spring and summer when the weather gets warmer, there's just something so fun and relaxing about reading a thriller outside, especially with a beverage. Just saying, it's super, super fun, right? So I was really eagerly anticipating this anyway because it's a thriller and I love reading thrillers. And this one had a really good premise. So this one is about 6 different authors, struggling authors, okay? That's important. 6 different struggling authors who have been summoned to this remote home, this remote mansion on the Scottish island, because this most world-renowned author, Arthur Fletch, lives there. And nobody knows why they're going there, just that this author has summoned them. So they get there, but they actually find that he has died. He has died like a couple weeks ago, and his agent and editor and everybody are there, and they're like, hey, look, this is why you guys have been summoned here. We've been keeping a lid on this. It's a secret that he's gone. We need somebody to finish writing his last book because this book series was really popular. He was almost done. We just need the ending. And it's a competition between these 6 authors. And all of these authors write different stuff. So you've got this husband and wife duo combo who write thriller books. You have a romance author, there's a YA author there's a science fiction writer, there's a horror writer, and then you have another thriller writer who is just starting out her career. So you've got a whole bunch of different writing people there, and they're told that, yeah, you're going to compete now, you're going to write the ending, and whoever we choose, you're going to not only get this fame for doing this, but we're going to give you a jump start on your career. We're going to get you going with your career where you're starting to flounder. And so, of course, it's this big competition that they want to do. But as you probably would have suspected, people start dying. And it's like a locked room mystery. And you're like, oh my God, are one of these authors a killer? Who is desperate enough to do this? Or is something else going on that's like sort of nefarious? So that in and of itself is a really fun idea for a book, right? Like I said, I love a good thriller. I especially love a thriller or a mystery that has to do with books and authors. Like, I think that's just super fun. But also, what I also really loved about this book, and what I think makes it really special and sets it apart from other thrillers and mysteries, is that this book actually really kind of reminded me a lot of Yellowface. if you've read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. And the reason I say that is because this book is also a very scathing portrayal of the writing and publishing industry, much like Yellowface was, for totally different reasons, right? Like Yellowface, if you've read that, really comes in it from the angle of erasing marginalized voices in writing and things like that. And this one takes a whole different approach, but taking advantage of struggling writers, how cutthroat the writing and publishing industry is, what people will do to catch a break. It's amazing. I was not expecting that sort of like theme of this book, and I really thought it was fantastic, right alongside the thriller, along with the twists and everything. This is a twisty book. And yes, I'm notoriously bad at guessing twists, and of course I didn't guess this one, but maybe you will, I don't know. But I found it to be really fun, and just fun, exciting, and also a really awesome, it gives you a lot to think about, for sure. And I think this would make also a really good book club book too, because there's a lot to talk about here. Not only just like trying to figure out, you know, who did it and what's going on behind the scenes, but also it really does want to bring up the topic of publishing and writing, and who gets seen and who gets erased, and, you know, what it takes to become successful in this industry. It's really good, guys. It's really good. Highly recommend that. Yes, it's by one of my favorite authors ever, but that's not the only reason why I'm recommending it. I'm really recommending it because this book rocks, and I think you will enjoy it, especially if you're someone who enjoys mysteries, and even if you're not, give it a shot. The commentary on the publishing industry and writing is just really, really awesome and really fun to think about, even when you're finished reading the book. The ending writes itself. Well, that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope that this book sounds really awesome, and maybe you're a fan of V.E. Schwab and you want to read this, or maybe you're not and you just want to check out this really cool new thriller. Highly recommend it. I think you will absolutely love it, just like I did. It is available from Farmington Community Library, so please feel free to come in and check it out from there. And also, thank you so very much for watching, friends. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.